if you notice that your lifestyle isn't helping you achieve an optimal performance that you know deep down inside that you need to achieve, but you might be afraid of letting go of it because of what people might think, or because of what you might think, or because maybe you think you're no longer going to be able to live a fun life, or this or that, or whatever it is that the ego attaches to, realize that just pushing through that, on the other side of that, is pure liberation. My beautiful people, I'm back, giving you another vlog update, coming live, well, not really live, but coming to you from Ibiza. Alexander here, and I just want to give you, my friends, my family, my peers, an update as to what's going on. For those of you who aren't familiar with my story, about, it's been like 8 months now, I decided to sell my company, SpiritHoods, and pack up my things from Los Angeles and move to Ibiza, Spain. It's always been my dream to live over here, and it's been a crazy journey. I started my company called the Disruptive, and we do brand and influencer development, all purpose driven, helping people tap into the power of purpose and harnessing that for their own lives and in their businesses for creating change. And I thought I was gonna come out here and it was just gonna be all sunshine and good times. And what I found out is that it was much more difficult than I realized. This process essentially has forced me to confront myself in the mirror. And you know, oftentimes I think we might go out there and we think that we know what it is that we want, or we think we know what it is that we want, or we're hoping we know what it is that we want. We're crossing our fingers, and we might be pushing in a certain direction. And you might feel that sometimes, where you're like pushing a rock up a hill, or you're just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. This island and this process of moving to another country has completely stripped away all of my programming. And I realized, coming from the States, especially in the entrepreneurial world, that we are programmed to work and work and work and work and work at the cost of our own personal relationship, at the cost of our own health, at the cost of our own relationships with others, at the cost of everything. The creed seems to be like, if you're not working and, if you're not putting in 18 hours, you need to be hustling more. If he's got what you want and you don't, it's because he's hustling more than you. Well, actually, maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's a different way. And what I've realized coming here is that it's much less about how many hours you're putting into your life and into your work, and much more about why you're here and what you're doing and why you're doing it to begin with. We started building an online business that was doing really well. We were generating revenue, and essentially what happened is my team and I, we got burned out. We got really burned out, and I sat here thinking to myself, what have I done? I've left my families, I've left my friends, I've left my business, I've started this thing, and I thought this was all, aligned with what it is my calling is. And sometimes life just gives you what you really need. And I began having complete breakdowns, emotional breakdowns like I've never had before. Times when I thought that I was absolutely losing my mind because things were coming up, fear was coming up, pain was coming up, and it really forced me to confront those things that I wasn't dealing with in my life, realizing that what I want, what I truly want to achieve, is not going to come to me until I truly align with its truth. So this taps into vibration, this concept of manifestation, that what it is that we want to manifest, we have to vibrate at. And if we don't, it doesn't matter how hard you try, how many hours you put in, how much hustle and grind you put in, you're not going to get it. And for me, it was really about confronting that and realizing that I had to change things in my life that I was holding on to old identities, holding on to old things that are no longer serving me. I've completely, essentially stripped myself to the core. I've stopped doing the things that weren't serving me, like drinking and partying and really just spending energy in places that aren't aligned. And everybody talks about it. You got to be healthy in order to optimize your truth. But truly, what happens on a physical level when you actually detox your body is you begin to receive this energy inside that is unparalleled. I've realized that I've been living half my life asleep. And I consider myself to be a fairly awakened individual. At least I think I'm on the right path. And looking at it, it blows my mind. And now I'm able to function and move and work in with this internal burning energy that like doesn't even quit. I stopped drinking coffee and taking a lot of caffeine and all of these things, and it blew my mind. And as I continue to keep working, keep moving, keep pacing, in many times when I thought that I just wanted to quit, I realized that persistence and attunement into the vibration is one of the most powerful things needed in order to tap into that purpose. So if you are supposed to be a musician and you feel it, music is your calling, and you're stuck behind a 9-to-5 desk, then that's a problem, right? And if the fear of leaving that comfort is too much, then that's holding you back. That means that's something that you need to go towards. And if you notice that your lifestyle isn't helping you achieve an optimal performance that you know deep down inside that you need to achieve, but you might be afraid of letting go of it because of what people might think, or because of what you might think, or because maybe you think you're no longer going to be able to live a fun life, or this or that, or whatever it is that the ego attaches to, realize that just pushing through that on the other side of that is pure liberation. And when you move through that fear, and when you actually own what it is you know you need to do, because you do have all the answers, what ends up happening is you begin to vibrate, you begin to rise, you literally begin to rise up and elevate to the vibration of what it is that you are meant to achieve, or what it is that you want to achieve. We just need to make sure that the desires of what it is that we want are aligned with our purpose. The Buddha says, desire is the source of all suffering, and that's somewhat true, but there is positive desire. The desire to love yourself, the desire to love one another, the desire to truly fulfill what it is that you were called to do. That is something powerful. Let it pull you. It's like when you align with your purpose, you have this golden cord attached to your life, and all of a sudden everything starts aligning and manifesting faster and faster and faster in ways that are ultimately mind-blowing. You begin to see the matrix for what it is play out in front of you like a movie you could have never even imagined, and you laugh. You laugh with joy at the existential brilliance of what can actually take place, what can actually take place in your life, and what you can actually realize in your life, because you are limitless and you have the ability to create anything. So get up, move through it, push forth, because if it's not now, then when is it going to be? I love you guys. Stay tuned. There's so much coming towards you, and I can't wait to experience with you and go on your transformation with you as well. Much love. Mwah.